this matter be seen as very urgent and important for this hallowed chamber to take it this morning. The matter is on the need for us to investigate the utilization of takeoff grants, bailout funds, and interventions allocated to ministries, departments, and agencies of government. Of course, these funds have not been properly utilized. And under sections 88 and 89 of the Constitution, you know that that is one of our core duties, to ensure that we checkmate either misuse or maladministration of funds that we appropriate. I will please urge this House to see this as an important matter that this House ought to consider this morning.
For PhD, I represent the good people of a Himembano, Hitu Boma, Bofera constituency. Is a speaker from Imo State. I rise to second this motion ably moved by one of the leaders in this 10th Assembly and one of the long-standing legislators we have in this House of Representatives, Kingsley Chinda. Mr. Speaker, I so second.
Investigate utilization of takeoff grants, bailout funds, and interventions allocated to ministries, departments, agencies, institutions, and government-owned enterprises from 2015 to present day. The House notes the provisions of Section 88(2)(b) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that empowers the House to expose corruption, inefficiency, or wastage in the management of public funds appropriated by the National Assembly. The House notes further that the effective utilization of public funds is paramount to fostering accountability, transparency, and trust in MDAs and government institutions. The House recognizes that over the years, the government has allocated takeoff grants, intervention funds to existing and newly established agencies and institutions to support their foundational operations, as well as bailout funds to various agencies designed to facilitate specific services and settle outstanding liabilities. The House is worried that the persistent allegations of the diversion and mismanagement of these funds, as well as the potential failure to utilize them for their intended purposes, thereby undermining the effectiveness of vital public services and projects. The House is concerned that the significant financial losses resulting from the mismanagement of these funds represent a substantial drain on the public resources that could have been used for essential services and national development in line with Section 14(2)(b) of the Constitution. The House is also concerned that the misuse of takeoff grants, bailout funds, and other interventions has severely compromised national developmental goals, hindering progress towards critical social and economic objectives. The House is aware that the misappropriation of these funds has led to a demonstrable deterioration in the quality of public service delivery and compromised the security of the nation, thereby undermining public trust in government effectiveness. The House is also aware that the lack of stringent oversight and monitoring mechanism may contribute to the inefficiency in the deployment of these resources, resulting in wasted funds that could otherwise be utilized to improve the good intended government policies and as well as safe and secure lives of citizens. The House is therefore called upon to resolve to constitute a special committee to conduct an immediate investigation into the utilization of takeoff grants, bailout funds, and interventions allocated to MDAs, government institutions, and GOs from 2015 to date. Assess compliance with existing regulations and guidelines regarding the management and reporting of these funds, including any instance of diversion or misappropriation. And finally, make recommendations for the enhancement of regulatory frameworks, sanctions, monitoring systems, and accountability measures to ensure the effective and intended use of public funds in all relevant sectors, and report back to the House within 4 weeks for further legislative action.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to another committee to be constituted in due course.